Hello there. Yeah, it's been long. All right, yeah. So I'm just gonna dive straight into it now. I'm going to talk to you about the rocket booster strategy. Now, listen, the rocket booster strategy is very, 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 very easy. Okay. Now, as you can see on the screen, we have the volume oscillator and we have the market D. But now, listen. Um, There are so many strategies out there in the stock market, but the rocket booster strategy is my backbone. It's my strategy. You do not have to follow it, but you can learn from me. That's why I'm sharing this strategy so that you learn from me. Okay. So, but before I go on, I'd love to thank my mentors, Tim Sykes, who wrote the foreword to the book, The Penny Stock Guide. And then I'd also love to thank Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and Matthew Kreta, who wrote the book Rocket Stocks. And you can find all their books on Amazon Kindle. Also, thank you to TradingView for this awesome platform uh, and the free account that they have given me for the past 5 years. Now, let's dive right into it. So, the Rocket Booster strategy is very, very easy. So, I don't want to confuse you. I'm going to remove this out. Put it right here. All right. So it's very easy. So the 50-day moving average has to be above the 200-day moving average. Number one. Number two, the price should be above the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. And number three, the price should gap up. So we call this an opening window. You see this gap here? This gap is called an opening window in the candlestick chart pattern world. Now, when it gaps up, there are other strategies, other indicators that you can use to help you understand. And then the other indicators are here, the volume oscillator and the MACD. Now, as you can see, this MACD here is showing a bullish signal where it has crossed above this. I think this is the level line crossing the signal line, and then it gives a green histogram bar right there, sign right there, and then finally the volume oscillator should be below 0%. Now, ideally, the candles should be green, but even if it's a red day, in fact, ideally you should trade on a red day, ideally, right? So that's the rocket booster strategy. So this is a perfect example of the rocket booster strategy. Now we have other stocks like this one. Now, as you can see with this one, the reason why it hasn't performed well is because the level line has not crossed the signal line in the MACD, right? It hasn't crossed the signal line in the MACD yet. But the volume oscillator is correct, it's below 0%, and this is above both moving averages. Even though it hasn't gapped, you can see these bottoms right here. You can see that it's starting from a support level. Let's look at Tesla now. Now, same with Tesla. Even though it hasn't gapped up, you can see a bullish signal here on the MACD, and this is why it performed well on the market open. But the volume oscillator is yet to cross the zero, so we still have a space of improvement. Also, we have an earnings report next week in the evening. Let's look at Google. Same with Google, we have an earnings report next week in the evening. Bullish sign on the MACD, which is very good. We're still waiting for that volume spike to cross zero. When the volume crosses zero, then we have a breakout on the volume. Let's look at IBM now. Same with IBM. Now with IBM, we have a very good volume spike here, so it has broken out in terms of volume, but we're still waiting for the MACD. Now the thing about the MACD is that it does take a while for it to cross. So this is kind of like a long-term trade, but we do have an earnings report next week. Let's look at CAT. Now CAT as well, we're waiting for a breakout, a volume breakout on the CAT. We have a bullish signal on the MACD. Even though negative volume is there, it is okay. And then finally, we're going to look at Boeing. Now, even during the course of this weekend, I'm going to be posting articles on these six stocks right here. So I'm just giving you an overview on the stocks that I'll be posting about. And I'm going to leave you with Boeing, all right, because we have an earnings report. Yeah, I think at the end of the month. It is a long-term swing trade, but you can wait for this. You can enter now and hold on through the volatility as you wait for a breakout on the volume session. Oh no, let me not use Boeing. I'm going to leave you with Google. I'll leave you with Google because I want to get more likes. Right, I'll leave you with Google. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it very well. So remember, we have the earnings report here. The volume is later below 0%, and then we have a bullish signal on the MACD, and that's your entry. So when this crosses the 0% line on the volume, that's the breakout. That means the signal or the stock is no longer in a good buy position. So you have to make sure you buy before the breakout, before the volume breakout. Make sure you buy this stock. Hold on for volatility. My disclaimer is don't buy what I tell you to buy, don't sell what I tell you to sell. Do your own research before you buy or sell anything. My name's lubosi forex, and I would love to thank you so much for watching this video. Oh, before I go, I forgot to mention, I always mention forex pairs. So this is the forex pair that I'm watching in case you're into forex trading. Though I haven't traded forex in a long time, I found a buy signal, I think, around like last week. So the buy signal did appear. I think it was here. Yeah. So the buy signal appeared somewhere here, and so you still break even. So you still have chance to enter. And as you can see, the forex as well, this forex pair follows the rocket booster strategy. Sadly, oh, not sadly. So we have a bullish indicator on the MACD. So we're just waiting for a volume breakout. We almost had a volume breakout here, but it was a fake. I think it was a fake. Yeah, it was a fake breakout. We had a fake breakout here. So this fake out that happened was because of the resistance levels, but it's also a good sign for a re-entry. So in case you are into forex trading, you can enter this forex. I don't know much about the risk level, but if I was to assume your risk level 0.36%, so maybe, yeah, maybe 25x. 25x should be a good risk management level. 25x should be okay. I think about 25. Yeah, that's like 6 to 8, 10% down. So 25x is a good risk management position. So you can still enter forex at 25x. So again, use a simulation trading account. Do not trade with real money. I want you to practice on a simulation trading account until you're profitable for 1 year, right? So practice on a simulation trading account for 1 year and make sure you're profitable on that account for 1 year. Then you can do real money. For now, all I say is use a simulation trading account. When I say buy or sell, use a simulation trading account right here on TradingView. I'd love to thank you so much for watching. Before I go, I'm going to leave you with this one as your number one stock. Take care. Bye bye, and see you later.